What's up, everybody? Thomas here, and today we're going to be working on my car again. So we're back here, we're chasing down the parasitic draw on this thing. And so like what you can hear is when you connect up the battery, I'm not sure if you can hear this, you can hear something clicking, right? So, and it sounds like it's coming from back here somewhere, so we're going to try and find that. So I'm just going to take the battery out for now, just because it sounds like it's coming from behind the battery, so it's a 1/2 inch. So we'll take it out. Hooking that up doesn't cause anything. Hooking this back up does, though. What about hooking this guy up? So these guys, all these guys, they all end up in the same spot. That means if they all end up in the same spot, well, I know where this one goes. This one goes into the vehicle, and it goes underneath the dash to the grounds in the computer. So let me have a look here. Door's locked. Okay, so anyway, so one of those wires goes to a ground, which I soldered together with another black wire, which is also a ground, I'm fairly certain. Well, that's how it was anyway, so I fixed it. Apparently that might be wrong now. So anyways, we're going to continue to remove the batteries, because if we can find out what's actually making the noise, then we'll know which part of the circuit it's on. So I gotta get this battery off, though, this terminal. Let me grab something to get that off. Oops. So we got something kind of to spread the... There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, there we go. Battery's out. Now what is back here? It could be causing a noise. Now by using this battery booster in place of the battery, it makes it kind of easier. Or not. Well, I was hoping it would make it easier. It didn't. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Let me go grab some jumper cables. I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, solution found. We got some jumper cables. We'll hook the black up to the black, the negative, right up to the positive, positive up to the positive. So now, when I hook this up, it makes a clicking. What could that be? Some sort of solenoid or something. Hooked up. Let me have a quick look at my information. Alright, so I got the shop manual. It has to have something to do with the PCM, or part of the wiring harness, electrical connectors, and circuit protection. Let's look at that. So yes, so one of these wires goes back to the engine, the EEC, the engine electric control processor. There's an EEC relay. There should be something that goes from the battery. Let's see. Alright, so guys, I went through my notes and I managed to find a pin out of the ECU, or well, EEC as it's called. So here it is. Here's the pin out. So here's the pin out. So this is for the EEC. So this will tell us what we need to know, hopefully. And this is the wiring diagram. There's a few other wiring diagrams, but this is what really we're looking for. So we know which wires, which pin is what wire. We can look at the EEC and figure out what those wires are for. We may have to pull it down. So it should be the 2 on the very end. 57, 67, and 57 black. Let me see. The middle one and the bottom one. So what do they do? 57 and 67. And there should be another black. Yes. So the ones that we're looking at are that one 57 and that one 67, the 2 blacks right in the very bottom. Because if we come over here, whoops, god damn it. Anyways, see down there that basically these two, I don't know if you're able to see that, but they've been wired together. So I suspect that is the main cause of our problem. So let's see. Looks like here 40 and 60 are together, and then it's just a ground for some reason. Also 20 is a ground, and it goes to a shielded thing for the TFI ignition module. So theoretically, they shouldn't be making anything go. So let's see. It's right here. Undo this. Yes, we could see what would happen. Right now they're hooked up to the bottom of the glove box with another thing. So if we just undo that, and then we try it with the see if it clicks or not. It doesn't click. The next thing to try would be to try cranking it over or starting it just to see what would happen. If it starts fine without that stuff, then it was really just pointless. There, unhooked. This whole thing is disconnected now. Let's see. Does it still click when you hook up the jumper cables? It does. Does it click when you hook up this? No. Okay, so that's fixed-ish. So what is this? Let's follow these wires. There's an orange wire here. This thing, which is hooked up to this guy. It's hooked up to the hood. And the hood is hooked up to... No. So let's disconnect this wire. So what we're looking at is that orange wire right over there. You can see how it's hooked up in there, and it goes up here, goes into the thing, and comes up and hooks up to this wire here. So if we take that out, we can isolate that part of the circuit. See, maybe it's just causing this issue. It's not a 10 mil though. Must be a 13. Let's undo that. That's also the battery hold down. So now that that's unhooked, and this is just not needed anymore. Now let's try hooking this up. Still goes. So if we hook this up to here, it still goes as well. So let's see. Where does this wire go into? Right, I forgot it goes right into there. It must be something to do with... I don't really know. Let's look for where the black wire goes. Maybe that will hold the key to our solution. We got the black wire kind of isolated up there. So let's go underneath and see where that goes into. Hooks directly up to the AC compressor. And there's another one that hooks up to the block, which has one dangling off it. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Could it be something to do with the AC then? Something back here. Some solenoid or something. Okay, so I've been doing a bit of work here and I've got it. You can hear the sound from inside the vehicle, so I'm just going to take the glove box out right now, and I might pull the whole dash out, but I'm having a look right now. So I'm going to bring you over. So what I got kind of set up here is I got a battery on the floor so that I can connect it, and then I'm just taking out the ports here because you can hear the noise. So I'm wondering if it's maybe like a vent or something, or I'm not really sure, like a vent solenoid or something similar. So let's get the glove box out. Now, okay, glove box. Bolts out. Sounds like it's right close in this. So let's take this out. There. That's it. Now let's try it. Still there. Sounds mighty close. But before we continue with this part here, just gonna go underneath for a minute and and double check it's not like the starter solenoid or something going off. Make sure that's there. So we'll take the battery underneath. No, definitely not that. Alright, definitely something inside the vehicle. We're back. So I'll start disassembling. Nuts and bolts coming in. Alright, now let's see if we can hear. No, none of those things. Oh shoot! Oops. Have to be careful with this. It's pretty brittle. So we're back, and anyways, the noise, because you hear a solenoid or something click when you hook up the battery. So I'm assuming that's probably the draw. So I'm trying to find out what that is. So it's coming from inside the dash. So I have the whole dash pulled apart here. Let me just put this out of the way. Alright. I'm gonna get the battery out. Let me put the wood back in. Hold this thing up. Just kind of holding it over here. And I'm gonna grab the jumpers. Alrighty. So the batteries, so you can hear it clicking, right? And it's in here, back here somewhere, in the dash somewhere or something. And what I can tell, I can almost feel it right here, so hold on for a few minutes. I'm gonna go have a quick look at the manual, see if there's any good information provided by it. Alright, we're back. So let's get a look in here again. I'm gonna go grab a few tools here and let's see what we can pull out of this thing. Alright, well I guess I better go look at the menu and figure out how to take this thing out. Okay, so I figured it out. Alright. Let me cut this off. 2 out. Let's try this. No click. Now let's plug one of these things back in. No click. Alright. Now let's unplug the black one and plug in the gray one. Alright, the gray one is installed. Nothing. There. Got it. I have whatever this thing is. Now let's try it. It clicks. This is our culprit. Whatever this thing is. I have no idea what it is. 1IGE 6018.2. Let me search that. What is it? Central locking relay. Alrighty. Now let's try something else. Let me go grab my multimeter. Alright, so what we're going to see here is our amperage with the relay hooked up, right? So our draw with the relay hooked up, and then we'll see what it's like with the relay unhooked. So we should see around 0.2 of an amp. So hooked up, it's about 0.051 right now, 0.071. That's pretty high. Now let's see what it's like with the relay unhooked. 0.5. Still going up to 0.7. Alright, well, that's a minor issue.